TRAC is the acronym for Terrebonne Readiness and Assistance Coalition. We are celebrating 23 years in operation. We're a community-based disaster recovery organization. Our main focus is long-term recovery, mitigation, disaster preparedness education, and advocacy. Our focus always in every disaster, and every disaster is different. We look at all of our clients from a holistic approach. So not only are we trying to help them get back to normal, whatever their normal is, but we're also looking at some of the other issues that impeded them from being able to recover on their own. And when I say we case manage, I mean we stay with these families to help them develop their recovery plan until they're ready and they say, no, we've got this, so it may take 5 years. Elevation really is a solution in the coastal communities. If you want to live on the fragile lands that they are, and as part of the multiple lines of defense that are in our master plan, you have to address what they would consider non-structural needs, and that's housing. That's really where our agency has always focused on, is the community and the culture and the people that live on these fragile lands. It was probably a few days after Rita made landfall, and we had 9-10 foot of water and swamp mud. And I was giving a tour with some folks from Oxfam and Church World Service, Oxfam America. And we were exhausted, at that point. Everybody was exhausted. And I'm standing there just looking at this devastation, knowing that these families, some of them I had worked with over the years, had lost everything again, right? So they asked me, what would it be? If you had your wish, what would you wish for? And I said, sustainable housing. A house designed that could sustain a Cat 5 hurricane and storm surge flooding. From that wish, the Louisiana Lift House was born. It's engineered so sturdy. It's a beautiful sight to see. Very energy efficient. We had it tested, it rated 4.4 plus, 5 being the highest. Because again, we were building homes for low to moderate income families. So we wanted to make sure too that what we were building would last in that environment. Really proud of that, and that came out of Katrina and Rita. We've built 6 so far. We're in the process of building 2 more now. And 3 of the houses we had them finished before Gustav and Ike made landfall. And so we were able to test the design and the model, which was really great to do. Disaster education is really important, and people taking responsibility for themselves, for their neighbors. However that happens, that we're all in it together. I think overall, the community that wants to continue to live there is really working towards and paying attention to the possibility of funding severe repetitive loss program, but they're paying attention to the implementation of the levees and what's coming, what's being worked on now, that will protect us further. There's a lot more community participation in all of that. And I think a lot of folks feel that their opinion matters. I've seen, so much outreach and community engagement, on the issues of coastal restoration, that I think it really, over time, and it's taken time, I think the community at large feels like they're part of that solution. No doubt the cultures that live along that coastline, that is their home, and there's so much attached to that history and in survival and in their way of life and what they do for a living. I think all in all, the coastline is paying a lot more attention, participating, and very firm in their resolve. The folks that want to stay, they do want to stay, and they're very firm in that. From the nonprofit side, we're way more organized and ready. So I think Terrebonne has so much going for it in so many ways. With its levees and the strong public officials that are working, getting our levees gone from design to drawing to reality, looking forward, I think it's going to get better,